Hey there, tech fans. In today's video, I'd like to talk a little bit about portable storage options because I have a brand new portable solid state drive from our friends over at Kexin that has 512 gigabytes of internal capacity, which is more than enough space to store all your movies and other files. But watch this. It has dual connections. On the one end is a USB-C connection, and on the other end is a trusty USB-A connection, and both of those are high speed, which means I can easily plug this into any open USB-A or USB-C port on my computer, transfer files to it, unplug it, then plug it into my phone or my tablet and transfer files over to that device. It's fast enough where I can actually stream a video off of this while it's connected up to those devices. Now, before I get too deep into all the cool features this product provides that I know you're going to like, I wanted to talk a little bit about the evolution of portable storage in general, because this represents state of the art. Now, if we go back a couple of years, if you're like me, you've got a laptop, you're traveling a lot, and you've got files on that laptop that you can't lose. So you're going to either back them up to a portable drive, or maybe you're going to move things back and forth and then trade them with other people. And the state of the art a couple of years ago looked like this, which is a really large hard drive in an enclosure that you take with you, you plug it into your laptop or your computer, you move the files over to it, and they're in a safe place. The problem with this, though, is it's gigantic, and I need a cable to connect it up. I need power in this case, so it's not really that great a solution for portability. Well, that changed when this came out. This uses a smaller 2.5-inch hard drive, which makes it easier because I can power it from my computer. It's smaller, but it's still based on spinning media. Both of these are based on typical hard drive technologies. And the challenge with that is they're fragile and they're not really fast. They're not quick enough to actually move files back and forth because they're getting bigger and bigger as far as file size goes. So after that, this product came out, which is a solid state storage technology. It's a lot smaller, uses less power, and it's incredibly fast. And the main difference between these, outside of the fact that this is using spinning media and this is using solid state media, is the controller inside. With these, it's a really simple controller that can only move so much data in and out of the actual storage technology. With this one and this one, they're multi-threaded, which means I can fire a lot of data at it at the same time, and it's smart enough to absorb all that data and then put it to the back-end storage technology. Now, both of these are based on NAND flash technology, which is the latest and greatest. It's sort of a solid-state technology that retains the ones and zeros without power. So once you store something on it, it's going to stay there for a long time. But again, the big difference between this and this is the size. Look how small this is comparatively, right? And the other difference is the connections are built in. So I can plug this directly into whatever computer I've got, or phone or tablet or whatever, transfer files to it, and then use it. I can either watch a video off of it, or I can transfer files, or I can trade files with friends. Most thumb drive size units like this are either USB-A or USB-C. It's rare to find one that has both connections on it. Now, in addition to that, this has a very sophisticated controller. It's multi-threaded, so it's incredibly fast, which means you can deposit data on it really quickly, and more importantly, you can retrieve data from it really quickly. Now, the company claims that this product can deliver 1,000 megabytes per second. And I'm always sketchy on those kind of details because a lot of companies will claim these exotic transfer rates, and then really it's in a testing environment. It's not real world data. So what I like to do is I have a standard test suite that I use. It's a program that's available on the net, and you can generate an artificial test set, data set, and you can fire that at the device. Then you can read it back from the device. And I think it's a fair test because I use it on all the storage technology I test. And when I ran that test against this, lo and behold, it's delivering 1,000 megabytes a second on reads, which is exactly what I want. Now, writing to the device is slower, but that's typical for any solid state device, and it's still pretty quick. So for me, having a device like this that's small enough to fit in my pocket and take it along in the field and have an incredibly fast device that's way faster than this technology is really a pretty incredible thing. Now, the company offers this in two different flavors. They have it at 256 gigabytes or 512 gigabytes. Now, that's about half a terabyte, so that's a lot of capacity in here. When you think about the average size of a high-definition movie being, I don't know, about maybe 4 gigabytes, so I can store quite a few movies on this unit and all the other files that are on my laptop. So I've been using this for the last couple of months, and honestly, it's loaded up with data. And I wanted to test to see if I could stream a movie off of it. I can. So I plug it into my laptop, transfer the movie to it, then I plug it into my tablet, and I can watch the movie anywhere I'm at. It really does everything I need it to do. And the thing I can't get past is, how do you shrink this technology into a thumb drive size unit, build in a smart controller, build in all that back-end NAND flash, and put it in a package that's heavy duty. It's a metal enclosure. I can fold it up, throw it in my computer bag, and honestly, it takes up about the same space as a standard thumb drive, and it's about as big as my index finger. So what you've got here from this company, Kexin, is a solid state drive in a tiny little form factor with both connections you'll typically use to transfer data in and out of it, connected to the unit. It's just everything you could want in the market. Now again, they make it in 256 gigabyte and they make it in a 512 gigabyte. So whatever you need, this unit will cover it for you. And again, I've studied this technology for a lot of years. I've used it for a lot of years. Moving to something like this just makes things a lot simpler and makes my bag a lot less heavy. So that's a good thing as well. So hopefully you found some value in this video. I like talking about this type of technology, so I'll be back with more. Anyway, that's it for today. Thanks an awful lot for watching. And as always, stay nerdy.